Hey everyone, welcome to our Thursday Connect. Today is December 17th, 2020, and I'm really excited to share with you guys some of the things that we can do for the rest of this month heading into the end of the month and into the beginning of January. So I also wanted to let you know, this was in the email that I sent out earlier. However, I wanted to let you know that our next Team Connect will not be on the 31st of December. It will actually not be until January 7th. So it will be the first Thursday of January, and we will continue our every other week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm really excited to share some things with you guys tonight. So first, we're going to have some recognition, and then we're going to talk about some announcements and stuff like that, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay. First of all, I wanted to share with you guys that as of about an hour ago, when I checked our numbers, our sales were at $23,093 for our entire team. That is amazing. Okay, we are 2 days out from the shipping deadline, and in the last 2 days, we've sold over $2,000. So what that tells us is that not everybody is shopping for Christmas. People are still shopping. Okay, so keep sharing, and I'm going to give you some ideas of things to share leading into the end of the month to hopefully help you close out your month successfully and then get started in January as well. And then also I wanted to just do a little bit of comparison. So just so you know how the growth in Scentsy and the growth in our team last year total for the entire month of December, not just right now halfway through the month, but for the entire month of December, our team had 9,825. Okay, so our team is almost triple what we were this time last year at the end of the month. So that is absolutely amazing. And it is so exciting to see the growth that our team has had over the last year. And I hope you guys are excited to see what else Scentsy has to roll out for us. Okay, so a few announcements. World Tour registration is still happening. Right now it is $11. You would not get the Spirit Kit, but you would get all of the training. And World Tour is Friday, January 22nd. So you still have plenty of time to register. But if you are not registered, I highly recommend registering for that. That is one of the best trainings that Scentsy has. They will give us some ideas on what to do heading into our new catalog season, and some amazing trainings and some of the themes that they have set in place for the spring. So if you have not already registered for that, make sure that you register for that. Also, just a reminder that our workstation and our websites will be down starting on the 19th, which is Saturday at 7 a.m. and they will reopen on the 20th, which is Sunday at 7 a.m. again. Okay, so for 24 hours, they are doing some much needed maintenance. So those will be closed. Okay, so make sure that you are not trying to enter orders in during that time. Okay. Also, we still have Bring Back My Bar happening this month. We have 20 previously retired scents back for this month only. This is also a really great time for you to be reaching out to your customers and talking to them about Scentsy Club. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But the Bring Back My Bars are a great time to be reaching out to your customers. Even if you're brand new and you haven't sold any of those to anybody, you still have scents to compare them to, and you still have plenty of time to get them in your customers' hands. Also, just a reminder that home office will be closed on Christmas Day, and they will reopen on January 3rd, which is a Sunday. It says, oh, they will be closed through January 3rd, I'm thinking, because they're normally closed on Sunday. So I'm thinking they're going to open on the 4th, even though the workstation says Christmas to the 3rd. Okay, so CS will not be available during that week. However, you can still enter in support tickets if you do still have things that you want to let them know, ask questions about. You can still enter in support tickets. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, we are past the shipping deadline, right? So now what are we gonna do? So I have a list of things that I wanted to talk about, ways that we can close out our month and then also start January off successfully. But the number one thing that I would say that you can do from now until the end of January is spend some time with your family. Okay, not January, December. Well, January too, always, but through the end of December is spend some time with your family. Take your time, and I know this is common sense, right? You're going to take some time to get your Christmas in order if you celebrate Christmas. We're wrapping up the end of Hanukkah, so you take some time to spend some time with your family and really cherish those moments. I know that 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of people, and if you're like me, you're kind of looking forward to it being over. However, we have a lot of things to be grateful for. So make sure you're taking that time to just cherish your family and make some memories and really show some gratitude towards them and everything that you have going on right now. Okay, and the number two thing, and these are not in any order. I might keep numbering them. I might not. I don't know. But the next thing is make sure that you're also taking some time to rest. Okay, I know that in a couple of the past calls, we've talked a little bit about self-care and how it pertains to setting goals and all of that stuff, but really also take some time to rest. A lot of times when you take a couple of days away from your business, it gives you some fresh ideas and it makes you excited to work for the rest, going into January. And I'm going to tell you, I know that Scentsy has I don't know what they are, but I know that they have big plans for us in January. So you want to take some time to rest so that you come back rejuvenated and you're ready for a fresh start whenever you decide your rest is over. For me, I usually start like tomorrow. I reached out to my customers today to let them know that today was the last day that I was doing any like stock orders or anything like that, that after today, everything was going to be porch pickups and I'm done with deliveries until after Christmas. So I really take that time to, wrap my Christmas presents, wrap up my shopping, all of those things, and plan the rest of my family's Christmas. So I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. Okay, the other thing I want to share with you is sometimes it's said a little bit differently, but I wanted to say to you that you can work your business part-time, but you can't work your business sometime. Okay, your business will not be there for you unless you not constantly, but every once in a while, put some time into it. Okay, so with that said, with the rest, make sure that you're not completely putting your business on the back burner for too long, because you still want your customers and everybody to know that you exist, right? So one of the things that I like to do to stay relevant with my customers during this time of year is I like to send them gratitude text messages. And my gratitude text message would say something like, hey, Chanel, thank you so much for being part of my business this year. I really, truly appreciate your support. I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Okay, and just leave it at that. Right? A lot of times when I share those messages of gratitude with my customers, they will come back to me and they will say, hey, you know what? I need some wax or something like that. So it's just a way to, number one, show gratitude, because they have given us so much this year. And so you want to give back some gratitude where you can. And then also it just kind of reminds them that you're still here, that you're still their Scentsy girl, and that you will be here for them when they are ready. Okay, so that is one of the things that I do to work my business sometimes, or part-time and not sometimes, is I really like to send out a few messages and gratitude towards my customers. Okay. And the next thing that I would like to share, which is really important, and a lot of times leading into the end of the year, we reflect back on our year and we think, gosh, what are my goals? What do I want to do moving forward? Well, I strongly encourage you, and one of the things that I like to do is I like to reflect back on my business and think about the things that I wish I would have done either this fall or this spring or this past spring, and what would I like to do differently leading into this next year. So it would be things like last year, when I was reflecting back on my year, I thought, you know what, I really want to make sure that next holiday season, I have some holiday scents on hand for my customers, because I want to make sure that I am, having stuff on hand earlier so that I can make bundles and I can really help my customers. Well, I wrote that down in my planner in October last year, and let me see, I've already taken out all my dividers, so let me see if I can find October and I can tell you exactly what I wrote down. Oh, you know what? I pulled it out. I pulled out my dividers because I'm going to do something new with these, because they're just so cute. I love these. Like, look at these dividers that from my Happy Planner from last year. They're just so cute. And then on every page, they had like habit trackers, and you can see that I didn't do a lot of that. So I am going to do something like this. So let me see if I can find, I know that I did it for October because I really felt strongly that I wanted to make sure to do that in October. Okay, I'm not finding it. Anyway, so I wrote at the beginning of the month, order stuff using Hostess Rewards to have bundles on hand. So I made sure to note that in October or at the end of the season last year, so that at the beginning of October, I remembered, oh yeah, I want to make sure to use Hostess Rewards from any of my follow-up to stock up on some of those products. And not only that, but I also had, and I've already done that with my planner this year, but I had these things that I showed you guys that I sent out to my customers in the mail outs. I've already pinned it in my planner for next year so that I remember to make copies of those things in October. Okay, so that is just an example of some of the things that I do to reflect back on what it is that I want to do differently. And one of the reasons why I decided to do that last year was because I would see a lot of people putting together these really cute bundles, and I felt like the way I was planning was I was planning October in October, and so, and Christmas season in November, when I was realizing, I started to realize this last year, that a lot of people start planning for Christmas much earlier. And I'm really grateful that I decided to do that last year, because little did I know COVID was gonna hit and people were shopping way earlier than they ever were before. And so I had planned ahead where I was going to have some of those things using my Hostess Rewards already on hand. And that has been a really great thing for my business leading into this and the end of the year. And so write that kind of stuff down, whether you have a planner. If you haven't gotten a planner, I got this planner yesterday at Michael's. It's a Happy Planner, and I love the Happy Planner, but this one in particular, I love. This one is called, I think it's called the Reflection, which is kind of ironic that that's what I'm talking about right now. But what it is in this one, first of all, I love it because it's a 12-month planner. I always feel like a lot of the planners are 18 months, and when I get them in December, I've already wasted 5 months. So I love that it's a 12-month planner. And I also love, like, the layout is, it has the 1 month, which I love, but look at the weeks. This is what I love the most, because I am totally a reflect and think about it girl. So one of the things, I don't know if you guys can see this, if it's clear on the video, but in each day it has like these little smiley faces, and it says, or today I feel, and it has like a smiley face, and it has a meh face, and it has a sad face, and then it has a blank one so that you can kind of, draw whatever face you're feeling. And this one right here, I feel like is good because I struggle with depression, and I want to be able to track, see if there's maybe a pattern, if there's certain times a year or something like that, that I'm feeling certain, a certain way. So the other thing is that at the beginning of each week, it has this sheet right here. And on this sheet at the very top, it says, this week I'm going to, and then it has like, it has a blank, and then it has Monday through Sunday. And then it helps you to keep track. And then it also has a weekly check-in. So the weekly check-in is what is taking up space in my head, right? Because like I said, I struggle with depression and I want to be able to think, what is going on with me, right? What's taking up space in my head, and just get it out. Have I been selfish, dishonest, or afraid? And what can I do differently? Because I always try to live authentically and generously. I really love that. Do I need to fix something, or do I owe anyone an apology? What have I done well, and what victories can I celebrate? Like, that's really cool, right? What have I done well? A lot of times we're focused so much on what we need to fix that we don't take the time to celebrate who we are and what we're doing right. So this gives us a place every single week. And the other one is, how can I help others or be of service? Okay. And you guys, I really try to lead with a servant heart. And I feel like this is just a really good kind of a checklist to, a self-check to make sure that I am indeed doing that. And then it just has like a to-do list, and then jot it down. So I really love this planner, and I'm super excited to get started. Not only am I excited for 2020 to end, but I'm excited to be able to use my new planner. And plus it's rose gold, and it's so cool because it will look so great on my desk, and I'll just enjoy looking at it. So I'm super excited to have this. And that's one of the things that I like to track some of my information in. And then also another thing that I like to reflect back on at the end of the year, and using this time where I'm not getting as much PWS orders and other orders and stuff where I'm having to make deliveries and stuff, I really like to focus a little bit on my systems. And that's where that reflection time comes back. What systems are working for me? What systems what systems are not working for me? Is my follow-up system really as effective as it could be? Or how can I tweak it to help what my business looks like right now? Okay, things like that. And you really, one of the things that I learned in this book, this is one that I'm reading right now, and this is the second time I read it, Atomic Habits, and each time I read it, I pick up something new. But one of the things that he says is you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So if there is something in your business that isn't working the way that you want to, it could be that you have a system, like a flaw in one of your systems. So really take that time to reflect on that. Another thing that I like to do this time of year is redo my list of 100. Especially because we have so many new people, go back through and re-look at your list of 100 and see who you can add, see who you've talked to. This is a really great time to start planning who you can start talking to starting in January or right now and leading in to the rest of that year. So redo your list of 100 and reflect back on any new contacts that you've made, or really how you've reached out to some of those people that were originally on your list of 100. And if you have people that are on your list of 100 that you've reached out to before, and maybe they didn't host a party, or maybe they didn't purchase your product, or maybe they didn't join your team, now is a good time to reflect back and maybe circle back and talk to them again. Okay, so I always like to do that and reflect back on my list of 100. Another thing that I like to do is make a reading list. Not only am I reading Atomic Habits, but this beauty is on my reading list for this year. I'm so excited. The Badass Habits by Jen Sincero. I love Jen Sincero. She has such a she just puts things in a way that speaks to me. She, the language that she uses, some of it is a little vulgar, which is that's fine with me. So if you are going to read that, just know that. But for me, that's how, it's just like every day, not every day speak for me, but I'm just saying, it's like down, it's not like I know more than you. It's like she's trying to reach her readers on a new level. So I really enjoy that about her. So if you can see, one of the things that I am working on for 2021 are my habits. So hence my reading list so far. And as I get more books on my reading mailing list, I will continue to share those with you. But those are two that that are right now. Atomic Habits, I just started reading again at the beginning of last week, and then I'm excited to read the other one too. All right, so just so you know that January is what we call in Scentsy World, it is called Transition Month. So Transition Month is the month at the end of one catalog season, we're about to transition into another catalog season. So starting on January 1st, you will see on your workstation a document, a PDF document of what is going to be discontinued. On this discontinued list, you will see any warmers that are no longer going to be in the catalog. You will see all of the scents that are going away, and you will see anything else that Scentsy has decided to discontinue. Okay, that will be on that list, and then you will also be able to purchase your new catalogs and your new transition testers, and I'll talk about what that is in a second, beginning on January 1st. And if you wanted to take a look at the PDF of the catalog, that will be available on January 1st as well, so you can kind of flip through that. And then, of course, our new catalog season starts February 1st, so the digital catalog and the shoppable catalog will be available starting on February 1st, but the PDF will be available on your workstation. Okay, so you want to utilize the discount that Scentsy is going to give us in January on those catalogs. They are going to give us 10% off purchase of 25 catalogs in January only. And you can, you can purchase more than 25, but they're packs of 25, so 10% off, and then you'll get 20% off what is called transition testers. And what a transition tester set is only the testers that are not in this catalog. Okay, so you're not going to get a full set, which a full set would be every scent that's going to be available in the catalog. You will only get a smaller set. Usually it's about 40 to 50 new testers that are not in this current catalog. So for example, after this catalog, any of your pines and your cranberries, those are going to go away. Okay, and you are going to get in your new catalog, this next catalog, they add a lot of clean and fruity scents. So those are the new testers that you're going to get. Okay, I recommend buying at least one transition set, possibly two. Last year I bought two and I didn't use any of them because I didn't have any parties or anything like that. So I do have several testers left from this past season, but I'm hopeful that 2021 will bring a lot of new things for us. So I am planning on buying at least one, probably two, because you do get a 20% off discount in January only. Okay, and then starting February 1st, if you need a full set of testers or if you need a new full set of testers, those will be available to purchase on February 1st. Okay, January is a really great time again to share Scentsy Club, because everything is, those bars that are going away, if they are somebody's favorite, you want to make sure to reach out to your customers. Anybody that has ordered any of those testers, any of those bars rather, that are going away, and just ask them if they wanted to add them to their Scentsy Club in the event that they don't come back. Now, one of the ways that I like to share a Scentsy Club with my customers, especially in transition months, is a small flyer that I will put in my mail out, and that will explain the benefits. Really, when somebody understands the benefits of Scentsy Club, knowing that they get 10% off all of their orders over $30, that they can add a brick of their favorite scent if they want to, that over $60 they get a half price item. Anytime that they understand the perks, and of course that perk of always get my bar is fantastic to share with your customers, especially if, I constantly hear people, why does Scentsy discontinue everything? Well, this way, they're not going to. So I would also suggest, if you do not have a Scentsy Club for yourself, set one of those up just so you can walk your customers through how to do that as well. And another really great way to get Scentsy Club customers is if you already get a Scentsy Club, if you already get a Scentsy Club order, is do a live unboxing in your VIP page, or on Facebook or Instagram, or wherever you are, wherever you're showing up on social media. Do a live unboxing of your Scentsy Club, just so people can kind of see the benefit, and it will give you a chance to be able to talk about the fact that you have a bar that has gone away. All right. Another perk of Scentsy Club, and I know we've talked about this before, is anytime something is available in a brick, you can actually add a bar of that to your Scentsy Club when it discontinues. So back in October, when we had that huge rush on the Johnny Appleseed bar, brick rather, and they sold out super fast, the bars were still available. So I added a couple bars to my Scentsy Club, just in case it didn't come back in the spring. Sometimes it does. I don't know if it will, but now I have it in my Scentsy Club and I don't have to worry about it. Okay. And then a couple years ago, my all-time favorite bar came back with what's it called? Bring Back My Bar. It's called Blondewood and Moonflower, and I was able to add it to my Scentsy Club. And man, I am so excited every time I get my Scentsy Club, because I have my all-time favorite scent comes to me every other month. So it's super exciting. Okay, so make sure that you're sharing that with your customers. It is also, I do not know, because this has not been said, but for our newer consultants, you may not know that a lot of times, usually what they do during a transition month is they have a supersized join kit. So this will also be another important reason to revisit your list of 100, because that supersized join kit, what they do is, for the same $99 value, they will give you all of the fall and winter catalogs and all of the testers, so that they can successfully sell through the month of January. And then they also get all of the spring and summer catalogs and testers and business supplies as well. So they get basically 2 kits in one, so they can close out their January successfully and start right away on February 1st when that new catalog releases, and they can they can just be successful on both sides of that. So that is a really great tool to use when you are reaching out to people about joining your team. And that is, again, another important reason to revisit your list of 100. Maybe there's somebody on there that had mentioned about joining. That is an excellent reason to be able to circle back with them and ask them if they would be interested. Now, I don't know, since he has not said that that is going to be available. It is just historically what is available during a transition month. And then in August, this past year, the host exclusive kit was not August, it was July. Sorry. In July, the host exclusive kit was only fall products. So I don't know if that's how it's going to be with the host exclusive kit being only spring products. So make sure that you're watching your news tab for all of the details in that. But it is a really great month to circle back with your customers. Okay, the other thing that is a really great time to circle back with your customers is, a lot of people after the holidays, one of the big sellers is cleaning products. So we have that cleaning bundle already in our catalog, where it's a bathroom cleaner, a counter clean, and a dish soap. A really great thing to be marketing to your customers after Christmas is that clean bundle, where they can choose 3 different scents and they can get their house ready for the new year. A lot of people have those goals to get organized, right? What are the top New Year's resolutions? People want to lose weight, people want to get organized, and people want to make more money, right? So getting organized and, marketing those cleaning products. Cleaning is step 1 of getting organized, right? So marketing that. And then also, with a lot of people making New Year's resolutions about their income, reaching out to people about joining. January is the perfect time to start reaching out to people. And right now is the perfect time because tax write-offs and all of those things. So make sure that you're really maximizing those opportunities that you have for yourself and for your business, and really make sure that your customers know what's available as well. Okay, so those are some of the tips that I have to wrap up the end of this month. And normally right now, I would give you an action plan for the next 2 weeks, but I kind of feel like this whole training was an action plan. So I would really, if you're looking for actionable items, I would start by starting with reflecting on your business and writing down anything either in your 2021 planner or some sort of a journal of anything that you want to change or that you want to remember for next year. I would also redo your list of 100 and take a look at, any opportunities, and in some cases, missed opportunities, and circle back with those. Okay, and number 3, I would also make sure that if you have not already started a Scentsy Club, to open up a Scentsy Club. Okay, so those are those 3 things that I would suggest doing leading out of this month. And then, of course, right at the beginning of January, making sure that you're taking advantage of the sale on the catalogs and testers as well. Okay, I hope that you guys all have a fantastic rest of your week, and a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your year. And I cannot wait to see what is happening in our team for the rest of this month. Have a wonderful week, you guys. Bye-bye.